Welcome back to the channel, and on today's video I'm going to show you how to change the CV boot on the inner side of the drive shaft. This is on the assumption that your drive shaft is out the cut already. So join me after the intro, let's get into it. So this is our drive shaft removed from the vehicle. Now at first glance it looks like this end doesn't have any issues with it, but you can see just under here it is split where this metal clip joins the boot itself. Now one thing to point out quite early on with these is that this tripod bearing end here, you can see, doesn't use the standard moly grease that you get with these drive shaft boot kits. It uses a tripod bearing grease, or an NGLI-1 style grease, which is quite thin, almost feels a bit like caramel. Now the problem with that is if you put moly grease into this boot and then put it back on here, it will work, but you can see you've got these very fine needle bearings in here, and quite a thick grease can actually pull these bearings out over time. So it is obviously up to you what grease you use, but I will leave a link to some grease that I've been using on these particular drive shaft ends, and for the sake of paying an extra £6–7 for that particular grease, which you can use a number of times, it may be worth picking them up if you plan on doing your own maintenance moving forwards as well. So let's get this boot off and then let's see what we are left with. Now because this boot is knackered, what we are going to do is cut this off of here, and then we're just going to get a standing knife and just cut through this boot. That way it makes it easier to show you exactly what's going on with this end. So let me cut back in after I've done that. Okay, so this is a close up of the end. You can see there is a circlip on here, so we need a little pair of circlip pliers. We need to remove this, and then what we need to do is basically, hopefully it will just slide off, but if not, we'll put it in a vise, we'll wrap something around the end of it, and then we'll just gently tap it off. So first of all, let's grab the pliers, let's get that out of the way. Okay, so it's going to mark the end on here, and we'll do another one down here just in case, and another one over here. So just quickly let that dry, we'll get the vise set up, and we'll cut back in a minute. So the paint marks in a previous clip are on the end of the drive shaft to indicate which way round the bearing needs to go back on towards the end of the video. Now at the moment I'm wrapping a cloth around the tripod bearing. That's to hold everything together tight, because in a minute we need to get either a long screwdriver or a chisel, rest it against the bearing and tap gently down towards the bench. This will then loosen the bearing and slide off the end of the drive shaft. You do need to make sure that you hold everything together tight, because you don't want any mishaps and the bearings to fall apart. So we can see we've got movement in that bearing, so we're just going to spin this around and go from the other side as well. Again, we're just going to wrap that, hold it tight so none of those bearings work their way loose. Line up our chisel, we can pinch it with a couple of fingers and just keep checking. Still got some movement on it, which is good. There we go. And you can see all our bearings are still in place, but you can see they move around quite easily, so hence why we want to make sure that we don't lose any. And you can also see we've got our white marks on, so we know which way round it goes. So we're going to clean this up, and then we're going to reinstall in a minute. Now we've got the tripod bearing off the end, we're now going to spin this around. And we're going to put the new boot on. So I'll leave a link to these in the description. This is our R50 blueprint part, which coincidentally also fits, I think it's some sort of Mazda, I can't really remember. Might be a Space Star or something like that. Now there are marks on here so you can see where you need to get down to. Like so. Now at this point obviously we have our clamps, so we can put the first one on here. And these do need a, not a special tool as such, but it's a pair of pliers that you get for this type of boot, and basically you can see on the end there, so when you push it, it also pushes down at the same time, so you can see on there. We'll get this one into place. There are a set of holes on here and it will overlap, and what you want to do is there's some little hooks on the end here. I want to try and get that as tight as possible to begin with before we squeeze it down. So here we go. And there we can see it's now held into place. Now at this point we need to use the specialist drive shaft grease, not the stuff that it comes with. So in the box you'll get this Modi grease. That stuff we cannot use, it's too thick for this type of bearing, so we're going to put it to one side. We've been using this Spherol EPL1. Now I don't have a gun for this, I've been using a long spoon to get it out with and spooning it in, so we will continue to do that for now. And it's a very thin consistency, as you can see, so we're just going to fill that boot up. This stuff is very thin. It does look a little bit like oil, so it is easy for people to get a little bit confused and think they've got an oil leak when actually it's just grease coming out the drive shaft boot. So just be very careful with that. I think we've pretty much exhausted all the grease in this one. Right, at this stage we want to get back on our bearing. So remember we marked the end of it so we know which way around it went. That's better. Right. So we put a 24mm socket over the top just to gently bang it into place. And when doing this we are holding the bearing as well. Now we need to put in our circlip. There we go. and it's basically what it looks like at the end. So circlip on, bearings in place. Make sure with the boot that the bearings go into where these slots are on the boot itself. Now all we need to do is get this back onto the car. So obviously this side is already done. This big circlip, we're going to wrap that around in a minute just loosely, get this back into place, and then we're going to use our pliers to do it. And that is basically how you change the boot with one of these tripod bearings on there. So if it's been useful, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, leave a comment down below. I'll quickly go out, put this in, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Right, and this is the boot on the drive shaft in the car. Now the subframe is out on this car at the moment, which is why there's so much accessibility, and that's why this is a lot easier to do. You can see no subframe in means you can get access to all this stuff quite nicely. When the subframe's in the car, if you're struggling to get in and get these clips on, which it will be a struggle, then I've seen it before where people use cable ties. Now I'm not advocating the use of cable ties, obviously these are better, but they do a job. So if you're really struggling, that would be the way that you would probably have to get around it. So hopefully that's been useful for you. Right. Hopefully that has been of some help if you are looking at replacing the CV boot on your Mini R53, R52S or R50 drive shaft. Now I haven't shown the removal of these drive shafts because currently the subframe is off on these cars, so it's a lot easier to get a drive shaft in and out of. But if that is something you do want to see, let me know and we'll cover it off in a future video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.